world of commercial aviation. Ocala Aviation is conveniently located at the Ocala International Airport. So if you're ready to start your adventure, stop by or give them a call today. 861-7484. That's 861-7484. You'll be glad you did. I know I am. Ocala Aviation. Call today. 861-7484.
Ocala's information station, 1370 WOCA.
Ocala.
All right, 22 minutes after 9 o'clock. It's a beautiful day out there. My goodness. This morning we were having a discussion during the segment we do with our Life South, with Gail Lindenol from Life South Blood Bank. And we were talking about health in general, healthy eating, because we've got a new store in town offering healthy options, etc. And one of the things that always comes up is how foods affect our internal organs, specifically the cardiovascular system, the heart specifically. And I'm probably going to mess up the pronunciation of the name. Dr. Vuyisile Nkomo. He's going to correct how I say the name. Dr. Nkomo is a cardiologist and a researcher interested in cardiovascular diseases, and he's going to talk to us about heart valve disease diagnosis and treatment. Good morning, Dr. Nkomo.
Good morning, sir. Thank you for having me on the show.
I am so sorry about the pronunciation. How did I do on your name? I probably messed it up.
No, that was really good. Vuyisile Nkomo.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you. I got it kind of close. So, I guess the first question would be, when you are, as a doctor, looking at valves, can you sort of kind of tell what that person's diet might have been over the last 20 years?
You can. So it's interesting that, one of the main risk factors for heart valve disease is aging. So as people get older, they're more likely to have valve disease. And we know that 1 in 8 people over the age of 75 have moderate to severe heart valve disease. So aging is one of the most common risk factors for developing heart valve disease. But we've also come to appreciate more recently that risk factors that you know about, such as high blood pressure or diabetes or tobacco or high cholesterol, and some of these things are related to diet and lifestyle, that these risk factors also contribute to the development of heart valve disease, such as aortic valve stenosis, where the aortic valve doesn't open properly.
So let's say you had twins, they're both 75 years old, and one twin was eating, salad all of his life, and the other guy was eating lots of hamburgers and steaks and things like that. Both genetically identical, assumingly. Would the person who had been eating poorly show more disease than the person who had not?
This is probably true. So the 75-year-old twin with unhealthy diet habits is more likely to have valve disease. But again, aging is a common risk factor for developing valve disease.
And is that why people have to have so many bypasses, is because of the valves?
So when people think about heart disease, they typically think about coronary artery disease, and so this is what causes heart attacks. This is what leads to stents and angioplasties and bypass surgery. But here we're talking about valves, which is another common valve disease. It's actually more common than we think it is. But until recently, we didn't realize how common it was, and so it wasn't sort of part of the national discussion in terms of importance in what we're doing today.
Are there any warning signs that a person might have to make them go to a doctor to see about their valves?
So there are warning signs, and some of those warning signs may be shortness of breath or difficulty catching your breath, fatigue or weakness, or inability to maintain regular activity level. But some of the symptoms obviously can be actually symptoms of coronary artery disease and not necessarily valvular heart disease. And then some symptoms are chest pain or palpitations, irregular or skip rhythm, and then swelling in the ankles or feet or around the abdomen. But just to come back to this coronary artery disease issue, valvular heart disease may be associated with coronary artery disease as well, because some of the risk factors for developing heart valve disease are the same as developing coronary artery disease.
Oh, really? Now, last year I was in the vein doctor pretty much all year long, once a month for veins in my legs, and they said I had valve. I think they found 4 or 5 veins, right? 4 in one leg, 1 in the other, where the valves, the veins had expanded to the point where the valves weren't doing their job. That's what they told me. Is that the same? Is that the same thing as happens in the heart?
So, right, correct. So you have valves in your veins, and then the valves in the heart. You basically have 4 main valves in the heart that control blood flow into and through the heart. And so a diseased valve can lead to a backflow of blood. So this is called valve regurgitation when the valve doesn't close properly. Or a diseased valve can cause blockage of normal forward blood flow. And this is called valve stenosis. So you can have valve regurgitation or valve stenosis in the heart. It leads to problems.
Is there a difference in the survival rate or success rate, maybe is a better way to say this, today as opposed to 10 years ago?
This is correct. So major advances have been made in the detection and treatment of valve disease. And the guidelines actually will stress timely detection of valve disease. So if your valve disease is mild or moderate, you may not need to do anything about it, but you need to have appropriate surveillance. And then when the valve disease is severe, the guidelines recommend timely intervention, such as with valve repair or valve replacement. And all of this obviously has to be individualized with the patient. But major advances have taken place in terms of how we treat valve disease, and in fact, these can be cured now.
The important function, I guess you would say, of an interview like this on a local radio show is that the listeners whose attention we pique with this conversation will probably take action and go see a doctor. Is there a website you can direct them to?
So for more information, listeners can go to heart.org/heartvalves.
Okay, heart.org/heartvalves.
Correct.
Dr. Vuyisile Nkomo, thank you so much for being on the air with us. Where are you, by the way? Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Rochester, Minnesota at the Mayo Clinic.
Oh, okay. Well, thank you for being on the air with us today. There's a lot of people in our community who probably are reacting to what you've just said, and hopefully they'll maybe got a little scared. That's possible, but hopefully that little bit of fright will increase their lifespan a little bit if they get things taken care of. Thank you, doctor.
All right, thank you very much for having me on the program.
You're welcome. We'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. Former New England Patriot tight end Aaron Hernandez apparently kills himself in jail.
Hernandez was serving a life sentence without parole for murdering Odin Lloyd in 2013. Approximately 3:05 a.m. Eastern Time this morning, his body was discovered hanged inside his cell at a correctional center in Shirley, Massachusetts. Life-saving techniques were performed. Hernandez pronounced dead at UMass Lemster Hospital at 4:07 a.m.
Fox Radio's Jared Max. Hernandez just acquitted of double murder a few days earlier. Meanwhile, some ex-teammates celebrating their Super Bowl victory with a visit to the White House today, though 6 Patriots will be no-shows, including
Martellus Bennett, LeGarrette Blount, Devin McCourty, and Chris Long have directly or indirectly given the presence of Donald Trump as president as their reason.
Fox Radio's John Decker and People magazine naming Julia Roberts world's most beautiful for a record 5th time. Fox News, we report, you decide.
Most health insurance plans don't include dental coverage. And with the expenses you already might have, student loans, car costs, rent, maybe a mortgage, dental insurance might seem like a luxury. But even with perfect health, dental issues can crop up at any age. So you need dental coverage you can count on today. Humana has affordable dental plans starting at $17 a month, which include 2 cleanings and 2 checkups a year. You can't be turned down, and you don't have to be a current Humana customer to get dental coverage. Call 1-866-846-4671. That's 1-866-846-4671. Or get details online at signupforhumanadental.com. Get affordable, guaranteed dental coverage today from Humana. Call now. Insured by Humana Dental Insurance Company, Humana Insurance Company, The Dental Concern, Inc., Humana Insurance Company of New York, and Humana Health Benefit Plan of Louisiana, Inc. Waiting periods, limitations, and exclusions apply. Preventive Plus plans not available in Alaska, Hawaii, Oregon, Vermont, and Washington. Rates vary by state and are subject to change.
And the Ad Council.
Have you heard of Hyperdirectory? When looking for local businesses, go to hyper.directory. No need for www, no need for .com, just hyper.directory. Connecting customers to local companies when it matters most. Hyperdirectory is your local business directory partnered with the Ocala Chamber and Economic Partnership to bring you trusted local businesses. Keeping Ocala local. Use hyper.directory. No www, not even .com, just hyper.directory. Connecting customers to businesses when it matters most.
What you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
And small dogs, they can be aggressive. Have you seen this? The dog most likely to bite other dogs, strangers, or even their vet, it's the dachshund. Our eyes should never have to tilt more than 10 degrees to read something. Otherwise, we're more likely to crane our neck up or down, which raises our risk for neck and backaches. People living near a Target store have homes that have increased in value by 5 to 8% more than the national average.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
Hi, I'm Seth with AA Lock, Dock, and Security. Have you ever thought about the locks or security on your house or business? Have you ever wondered why the keys to your new car cost so much? Well, at AA Lock, Dock, and Security, we can help with securing your valuables. We can even replace those expensive transponder keys. We can give you the knowledge that no one else will. Call AA Lock, Dock, and Security at 867-1965. That's 867-1965.
Gene Powell Pasture Mowing. Our tractor services include bush hog, disking, front end loader, box blade, and stump grinding. We also have zero-turn mowers for the smaller paddocks, aisleways, fence rows, and lawn care. Fence row spraying is also available for weed control. We are licensed and insured. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing, 352-629-2440, or online at powellgene, Gene, at yahoo.com. Gene Powell Pasture Mowing.
WOCA gets results.
Yeah, I love WOCA because they're fun to listen to. Larry and Robin start the day fresh, and they're funny, they're informative. They've also helped us with Therapeutic Riding Association, getting us players for our golf tournament fundraisers, and so they help the kids that are handicapped, make our community a better place to live, and they've been a very good partner for us. Wouldn't want to have it any other way.
WOCA gets results.